This is a video that is going to transform the way you set goals every single year for the rest of your life. Sure, goal setting is going to happen in this video, but greater than that, we are going to be setting themes. And I am certain that you have never heard how to do this from anyone else before. So if that interests you, stay tuned to the end of this video. Hi, my name is Chelsea Ram. If you are new here, I am a law school graduate. I have 3 online businesses and multiple online courses for people trying to start online businesses of their own. On this channel, we talk all things productivity and well-being. So if that interests you, stay tuned, subscribe for more. In particular, I post on Mondays and Fridays on Mindset Mondays and Focus Fridays. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. So, themes. What do I mean by that? Okay, personal story time. I don't set New Year's resolutions. I don't set goals. I think everyone, a lot of people now are kind of looking at New Year's resolutions as something as a thing of the past, at least, from my experience. I think a lot of people have in the past set resolutions and then drop them after a month or a couple months into the new year. After they stop being so exciting, people tend to drop off and not be as consistent with them. So instead of setting resolutions, people tended to start to set goals. By people, I mean me and the people I was surrounded by. Anyways, recently, in the recent years, I realized that setting goals for a year from now is kind of me projecting my current self onto where I'm going to want to be in the future. And a year into the future, I can have a general idea of what I want, but to be so specific with my goals, my particular circumstance right now, and projecting that onto the future. And I personally am someone that very much values self-growth and always reflecting and learning, and I want to be making progress a lot every single day. And if I value self-growth so much, how can I, as someone who is always growing, know what the Chelsea of a year from now will want specifically? Ideally, I'm gonna want and know and be so much different than I am now in a year from now. So I don't like to project what I want onto that future self. I say this now, but it is important to note that I do have a vision of where I want my life to be in 5 years, 10 years, even, a couple years down the line, but that's general and looser. And I talk about, having a vision for your future in different videos. You can check that out on my channel. But for the sake of a new year, I don't really set specific goals for a year down the road. I do set monthly and quarterly goals, which we'll talk about after, but when it comes to the full year, I set themes instead. So what I will do is I choose 1 to 3 words or phrases that I want to embody throughout the year. So for example, last year for 2023, I chose the word love. I wanted to be love in all areas of my life, not just like relationships, but in my health, in my business. I just wanted to embody the word love. I chose to adopt the luckiest girl in the world mindset. So I was in that energy. The third thing that I chose is to do more things that scared me. Again, in business, in life, in everything. These are goals for me as an individual. And in my business, I like to be pretty authentic, so it carries over to that. For 2024, the 3 themes that I chose was light instead of love. Light is a little higher vibration. So light is the word that I was feeling. I've also chosen to be extremely authentic in everything that I do. And actually, recently, one of my students brought to my attention that what I mean by that is to be able to be, authentically myself in business, which at first I was wondering why I was resonating so hard with being authentic this year and carrying that forward, when I feel like I am authentic the way I come across online and the way I speak to my students and I get clients. But then I realized this past year, after reflecting and hearing what my student had said to me about feminine energy, is that I realized that I really enjoy sitting in my feminine energy, and I do find myself to be, someone that thrives in that feminine energy, and I have been able to maintain that outside of business and slightly in business, but I think I have that even more inside of me. And for a long time online, and selling courses, selling services for years and years, it's been male dominated, and I felt like I had to sell in a certain way, not in any like way that was completely inauthentic to me, but maybe in a little bit more of an aggressive style than is authentically me. So that was a really good revelation to have, because when I say authentic, I mean like sitting in the energy that I truly am, not just in my day-to-day life, yes, in my day-to-day life, but also in my business and also in every category. So for me, I chose authenticity this year upcoming. And then the third thing that I chose is to bring in play into everything that I do. Make sure that I'm really enjoying it and being playful for everything. So themes are super, super big, and they just keep me in alignment with who I want to be in this year, right? Who do I want to be? Not necessarily what do I want or what do I want to accomplish, but those things will come, because when you're making decisions along the way, you remember what the words and the phrases are that you set out and the intention you set out to be like at the start of the year, which informs the decisions that you have to make. So that's what I like. I like themes instead of goals. I've passed this along to a few of my students and they've really enjoyed it as well. So I wanted to share that. When it comes to setting goals, I do set quarterly goals. It's a very business thing. Many people in business set quarterly goals. Instead of having a yearly goals, you can break it down into four quarters so that you can accomplish goals 4 times as fast. After breaking down what I want to accomplish within, 3 months from now, so in a quarter, I will break that into monthly goals and then weekly goals. I actually filmed a video that goes into great detail on this already, and it is titled, one sec, let me find it. Okay, it is titled How to Get Your Life Together Before 2024, and on the thumbnail it says 2024 Success is a Decision. This is, a video that you can watch even after 2024 happens. It's super relevant. I go into how to break down goals in there, but generally what I would recommend people do is identify the 3 things in their life that is the most important to them, 3 aspects. So for me, that's health, business, and relationships. And then after you identify those 3 things, kind of breaking down 3 habits underneath each one, or 3 little goals that you will need to achieve to ensure that you are on track to be at your peak in each one of these categories. And once you've identified those habits, integrating them in your agenda, in your to-do list, so that you are on track to accomplish those goals and be closer to the prime you as you can be in each one of these categories at the end of the year. So I do that for 3 months, and then at the end of 3 months, I go back at the end and see how far I've came, and then set my intentions for the next 3 months after that. But this is the end of this video. I just wanted to really focus on the themes in this video because I think that sometimes it can be greater of an impact than goals that are kind of accomplished or not accomplished. Whereas a theme is like something that's ever changing and you can always pick up if you get lost along the way. If you like this video and you made it this far, make sure to check out this video. It's the video I just mentioned about success at being a decision and specifics about goal setting. You will definitely like that video if you like this video, and subscribe for more content just like this. I post every Monday and Friday, as I mentioned before. So stay tuned and don't miss a video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.